Hello everyone. In this slide we are going to learn about sex determination in honeybees. We are going to learn about sex determination in honeybees. Explain the mode of sex determination in honeybees. So what is the type of sex determination seen in honeybees? What do you call it as? Haplodiploid mechanism or haplodiploidy. So this is a type of sex determination which is seen in honeybees, that is called as what? Haplodiploidy. And when you talk about this sex determination in Hymenopteran insects, so what do you mean by the term Hymenoptera? Actually, any order of highly specialized and often colonial insects, right, which lives in colonies, like examples such as bees, wasps, ants. So they usually have 4 thin transparent wings, okay, and the abdomen on a slender stalk. So this type of insects, normally you call these as what? Hymenoptera. They come under the order Hymenoptera. So that is why here it is mentioned as Hymenopteran insects such as honeybees, ants and wasps. So a mechanism of sex determination called haplodiploidy mechanism, which is very common. So in this system, when you talk about the sex of the offspring, it is determined by the number of sets of chromosome it receives. So fertilized egg develop into female. So what is that? Either it will be a queen or a worker bee. So there are 3 types of honeybees you would have learned, right? One is queen bee, worker bee and the drone bee. But here queen and worker bee are female, whereas drone is a male. So fertilized egg develop into female, queen or worker, and unfertilized egg develops into male, which is called as drone. But fertilized egg, it undergoes fertilization and then only develop into queen or worker. But when you see male, the unfertilized egg, they don't undergo fertilization. That is why here you use the term unfertilized, which is not fertilized. So they develop as it is and develop into male, which is the drone. So that process of developing into an young one without fertilization, you call it as what? Parthenogenesis. It means that the males have half the number of chromosome and the females have double the number of chromosome. So double, you call it as diploid, 2n, whereas haploid is mentioned as n. So hence the name haplodiploidy for this system of sex determination. So this mode of sex determination facilitates the evolution of sociality, in which only one diploid female becomes a queen and lays the eggs for the colony. There will be only one queen in the honeybee which can lay the eggs for the colony. And all other females which are diploid, having developed from fertilized egg, help to raise the queen's eggs and so contribute to the queen's reproductive success and indirectly to their own, a phenomenon known as kin selection. And the queen constructs their social environment by releasing a hormone that suppresses the fertility of the workers. So that is why the worker will be the sterile one. And this is the chart where you can see here haplodiploid sex determination system. Okay, so haplodiploid sex determination in honeybees, just look at the female. What is the chromosomal number for female? It is 32, so it will be diploid, right? So 2n is equal to 32. So you call this to be what? Diploid, right? What about male here? Male is always haploid, so n will be haploid, right? So here 32, half is 16. So you have to mention it as what? Haploid. So what is the chromosomal number? In honeybee male it is haploid. What about female? It is diploid. Okay, right. Now when you just look at the cross here, the female produces eggs, right? How? It undergoes meiotic division. So you call this to be what? Meiosis. So what happens during meiosis when it divides, right? So here it produces 2 eggs. So it will be haploid. So here also again it will be haploid, right? So you can mention here it as haploid. So meiotic division is what? Reduction division. So the chromosomal number will be divided into 2 equal half, right? Okay. So egg, when it develops, okay, without fertilization, what happens? See here. Without fertilization, it will develop into an young one. Again here it will be 16. N is equal to what? 16. Okay, right? And here when you talk about this one male, see here, it undergoes mitosis. So what about mitosis? Equational division, right? So here the chromosome number will be 16 only, haploid, isn't it? Okay, now this egg, and when this male n is equal to 16, when it fuses, what happens? It will become 32. So when after fertilization, okay, the young one what is developed will be always female, that is diploid. But here when the egg develops into an young one without fertilization, it will be haploid, male, right? So male, the same like here. So here it will be haploid. I hope you understand, right? Can you understand here? See, look at the cross here. So without fertilization, n is equal to 16. So it will develop into a male. What is a male? Drone. Okay. And here 2n is equal to 32, diploid female. So what is diploid female? Either it can be a queen or it can be a worker bee. So worker will be sterile and queen will be fertile. That is the main difference what you have to know here, right? Thank you.